still asleep coming back to bed. I feel that. I'm still asleep as well. Honestly, oh my god, we're live. Yeah, it's very rushed.
I think they definitely have something up their sleeve here, but they have allowed.
I didn't sleep that well, and I also woke up later. I actually wanted to wake up at 7 a.m. so I could get some stuff done before the stream, but it's okay.
Up to much of the same. They've already pushed straight down middle, and Cider completely blindsided. The shot doesn't connect, a rarity for RB, and FPX now look to retake that control. They will fight for every inch of this control, and RB already making it costly. But with so many players trapped up close, the element of surprise needs to be huge. In fact, it doesn't, because RB is just picking everyone up.
It leaves Artis alone. He's a man who said in the video today that he's going to put himself on the map as one of the best in the world. This would be one hell of a way to kick it off in this pistol round. Still, doesn't seem to be aware of his position. Like, the rest of them just almost trying to hold him, but it gives
winner's
him
match. So winner here qualifies actually, right? Yeah.
Actually, still has access to the spike.
And the headhunter, we just
DRX beat FPX beat Xersha, and DRX beat.
And this one V3, RB and Mako.
Played
only need one to the body.
Guild? No,
this
not Guild.
Headhunter is a very valuable weapon right now.
They own them, whoever it was.
Opportunities for him. And with the TP down towards the
Northampton. That's right. I was not gonna get it actually. My memory sucks, man.
It just doesn't look like DRX
seriously
want to give anything away. This team is happy to stay nice and passive, group up.
There's a lot of games, but still.
When they know they can win it.
Yeah, you can see the patience. Waiting for the full squad to be here. Bullets dwindling, and while eventually Zest will be there to finish things off. DRX are going to
I think today we should put out that tweet that I've been talking about. Of inviting guests that would be interested.
There's a little bit of extra cash for FPX, and they are a team that don't necessarily shy away from going for one of those early forces.
I could ask Hex if he wants to tune in for a map of Optic.
Surprised to see at the very start, right? You don't often get an opportunity to fight RB.
See if he'd be down.
He gets to jump on you and you walk out of it unscathed, but just moments later, he showed us that when he's expecting you to peek the angle, this is going to be a little bit more.
If things don't go well for DRX.
3 games today.
So him getting up to a strong start is a great sign on the Jet.
You see who it was again.
I was going to say it's basically a
last is loud Optic.
But he's just destroyed his counterpart in stacks, and now they have an afterplan.
Yeah, and a weapon towards the back of the side. This could get a little bit scary with all these pistols grouped up. I mean, you rarely see players take it down to
That's elimination as well.
You usually want to fight one of the sides, but FPX are grouped up entirely, coagulated on this side. It's only Artis that's further back, and that means pistols get close range fights, and they are thriving in them so far, leaving it down to just Zest to try and get back in, and with the Bulldog up against everything that he is, even a Rolling Thunder, he's got a chance. That's an absolute masterclass in how to play a low buy from FPX as they come in here and find a second round.
They didn't even force. They didn't even force. It was just a slow push into the B site and then just headshot after headshot. I have to assume that Angel saw like a gun peeking out or something.
He must.
Because otherwise, he is cheating. Like that's the only other logical
yeah, reach all around too.
Or he could just sense the warmth of his body or something from him within the corner. I don't know. Maybe he has infrared vision, but that was such an important opening kill. And from then onwards, he basically just dominated the duels, even got enough orbs to use that Rolling Thunder. And you look at what's on the other side now, Mitch. No ultimates, no guns, no shields. This is as much of an eco as you're ever going to get.
At the very least, Zest has managed to get an orb out of it on A long. That might be all there is to write home about on the DRX side with full classics. I like the idea of the mid push. Obviously, great success found with this in the pistol round, but the element of surprise not in their favor this time around. And so they'll start to back off. At this point, Tom, I think DRX's best chance is exactly what they're doing, gambling on a site, grouping up, and just hoping.
I just rolled out of bed 10 minutes ago.
Will give them the advantage in the fight.
Which is my own fault.
And to be honest, Tom, it looks
not 10 minutes ago. I woke up at...
Oh, they're giving up...
Actually, I woke up at 8, but...
Moving out of mid.
By the time I got out of bed, it was 8:20, which I hate.
Yeah, I think you may have been a little bit overzealous, seeing 50 seconds on the clock and assuming that was where FPX were going.
It was more the whole day.
If they were there, like at 50,
actually probably closer to 8:30.
Yeah, sure.
I'm being honest.
It's the fact that they have no control over A short, A long. I'm thinking they never go A, but they're surprising me by
like
taking
that
the B side
combo.
in a little bit of a Tough spot. There's a push coming around here from RB. They didn't notice him. He managed to thread the needle altogether. Zipan trying his best on the backside, but we get a complete reverse. How is this happening? Xiao is left alone, and they've recovered the weapons, Tom. It's 10 seconds left. DRX's round, and RB with a 4K is the one that wins.
RB,
that is utterly ridiculous.
Equals back to back.
How this game's gonna play out, I don't think anybody's ready.
I feel like Haven is always so fucking scrappy. I said it yesterday as well, but
yeah, that was literally just classics. Like that doesn't.
I think it's because it's so close combat.
Win that round, but somehow
you've got no choice but to get into a fucking brawl, bar fight.
FPX are gonna be left feeling like fools.
That is just ridiculous. And even if we look back, there was a moment where RB just walks through the smoke. He got perfect timing in threading the needle. Then they went to check it, but he just slipped by. Those kind of gaps, they're rare to see. But FPX have paid a heavy price for it. Now we end up a couple of rifles.
CFX would be down if he has any interest in
enough investment, a good
going for a map.
To pull this one across the line, or at least make it competitive. Obviously, we'll see Zipan and Cider. Presumably much more passive in the duels, wanting these rifles instead to be opening. And look at the bait out of FPX. They understand that as soon as they show presence like this, DRX have looked to react and look to punish. The stun came through, didn't yield really what they wanted from it, but they managed to catch Cider much further back away from the door, and they maintain garage control. I mean, fantastic start for DRX. Smoke's now removed. It's going to be much more difficult for FPX to get into a site.
Angel looking to almost try and do this on his own. He's playing the battle breach by the looks of things. Like, you have a chamber and a raise on your team, but the first man taking contact is a breach. It doesn't make any sense, and while the right click will diminish the knives, he still knows he's in there. It's a free kill for Artis at least, but there's still two other players, and he's pushing with the spike. He needs to wait for that little bit of extra support. The spam not going to garner anything, and they still have Marco in this close corner.
It's all about Zipan here, but he's being caught. And now the rifles are going to have to do it themselves, and they're up against so much. The TP might get him out of the corner, but he's not out of trouble. The 1 versus 3.
I should do it in freeze time at least. And the round's over now.
DRX have locked in a 3rd round, and the lead will finally go convincingly into their hands, at least for now. And with the rifles that FPX invested into, Tom, they're still able to get a decent buy up here. So it's not the end of the world, thanks to that weird early round economy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Normally you'd look at that and you'd be like, okay, that's the round that DRX wins to
like a 4-buy or
crush their economy or something. No, this is still going to be a 4-buy for FPX. It's been one of the weirdest starts to the game. More importantly, speaking about RB, he has kept that form that he had versus North Eption. Man is 8-2. He did the majority of it when he started off with a classic, shutting down the aggressive push of Angel as well. And he is someone that, as I said, if he's online alongside the likes of Buzz, this team is fierce.
Right there. Round 5, Tom, and we're just about to see Angel get his Rolling Thunder for the 2nd time. Coming out of this round, that'll be confirmed. The ult economy is certainly flowing for FPX, but only the 1 round thus far. And now, as we said, this is where we return to normality. This is a full buy where DRX have economic advantage. If they win, they should FPX's economy probably see a 5-1 lead and even more credits in their bank account. And already, that's a good sign for the Koreans. RB able to open it up. It's Angel gone. So that Rolling Thunder might be online, but it ain't going to be used right here. Buzz is also caught Zipan and stays alive to hold down this C site. Has support coming through. FPX really running into a brick wall on this one.
Yeah, that artist said earlier that he was thinking they could just beat them individually, and what they've done in this round, I think that's what they were attempting. Just solo push after solo push. Finally, the remaining 3 players going as a team, but all DRX need to do at this point is trade. That might be easier said than done, though, because already, artist brings it back into a closer scenario.
The recon up and over to try reveal them through the smoke. The extra wise to it, but they've lost the spike, and Artis falls right afterwards. A convincing 4th for DRX, and now no.
How do you feel waking up at this hour? Honestly, waking up early is fucking great, man.
This map, Tom, but
it sucks
like
doing it. It's like going to the gym, right? The thought of it.
Yeah, I'm still getting the similar flashback we had to yesterday where FPX were playing against solo peak.
The idea of going and all that stuff seems like hard work or whatever, but once you go and you're doing it, it's great. So I would compare it to waking up early.
near able to trade.
The thought of waking up early sucks, but doing it, I think, is great.
DRX. Even if you get one kill, it's almost instantaneously going to be traded, and I feel like FPX almost needs
way different.
So a lot of ultis as well. 5 online for FPX. It's still a dangerous round, but DRX have
Top of the morning.
Top
of the morning, chatters.
These pushes reveal early, getting a ton of information.
Also, I'm getting a standing desk. I actually have a standing desk. I just haven't utilized it. I'm worried that when I raise the desk, my wires are gonna all fucking, you know. I have to test it off stream. I don't want anything to break. That's why I haven't. But I do have a standing desk, so I could stand and watch here and there.
He is the one taking.
Haven't utilized it yet.
I know
had it for
Angel's
2 months
style,
now.
You have,
well, actually, yeah,
close
to
basically on
a month and a half.
Basically, the point on the attack for him to try and take the battle. Xiao? Maybe he should be taking initiation in every single round, because that was absolute filth. Artist wrapping around the back.
That guy's using the box, huh? Stacks.
Artist has found one as well. FPX, they can't win buy rounds, but give him a couple of pistols and everything seems to work.
Still, a sliver of HP on Xiao. Artist not too healthy either, and it's Buzz that's left in this clutch. FPX decide to play this together down below. Xiao just now swinging out. I don't think he spotted Buzz, but there's the info now with the swarm grenade going down. Got 2 different angles. They need to make sure the timing is perfect on these peaks. The turret, even a big issue for Xiao. He's almost baited into a swing. Buzz, he suspects exactly the play. He's got a great read on it, but he won't land the shot. 21
Nice
HP.
shot though, right?
This man starts the round with a sheriff and gets 2 kills on A long.
It's very early days, but
Xiao. He has just earned them a second.
I think RB has like really good stats so far for the event. Let me see if I can find a way to see the
You're
stats.
witnessing it right now.
Oh yeah,
Seems to be in the
I think RB has
zone, the thing is,
highest ACS of everyone right now.
The rounds FPX are winning are ones where, firstly, they're based around pistols, and secondly,
I'm not mistaken, right?
Together. Like in all of their buy rounds, it's been much more individualistic,
I think
spread
I'm
out,
reading this correctly.
and risky.
Marv the second.
Their pistol rounds, they're playing as a squad. They're moving as a unit and trading
Smalls.
Seriously.
Where'd he get that pick? Fuck,
That's
I wish I
3 times
saw
in a
it.
row, Tom. I mean, we
Did
really
he catch him
can't see
jumping
much more
across?
success.
Yeah, he did, right?
I think you can just make an RB highlight reel of him killing Angel, and it will last long enough for the halftime.
I mean,
if that's something you fancy.
I'll already tell you, Angel's going C next round. If he goes near A long, I don't even know. They've tried smoking it off. They've now tried flashing it. They've tried.
I'm surprised he jumped onto the box and killed him. He went on top of the long A box.
Up and above the smoke on the left side. Before it was the right side. There's just no break to be found for FPX in those early duels, and I think it's been clearly stated at this point. You can have your A long control, but I'm going to make you pay for it. And that cost is, well, it's their IGL every single time.
Yeah, and it's your breach, which, again, is just a frustrating player to lose in the majority of rounds. Now, you can see Buzz has placed down the majority of his utility side. Has already spotted it, and I think...
I mean, yeah, I like to see the jet plays.
With the smoke, although this will be fairly obvious, as you can see. Stun already thrown in wonderful from Stacks. He's got a spike.
Smoke it.
An easy isolation of that player, and now... moving in.
Yo, Stacks is a fucking beast.
He's going to be retreating.
Oh shit! As he dies.
Again, just able to swing these rounds back into contention.
Wait, where did everyone even die right there?
RB doesn't seem to
One guy died backside, one guy died A-Link.
Onto him once again to try and bring this back. An instantaneous headshot to turn it into the 1 versus 1. Has a rough idea of where RB is going to be trying to take the fight, trying once again to find that headshot.
6 bullets.
RB, bro.
Left. The man only ever seems to need one, sticking that diffusal at least halfway, waiting on the edge, and Xiao back to back 4Ks, a Red Bull.
Damn, that was some nice shots by Xiao.
For FPX.
That's a big round.
This man is single-handedly keeping FPX in contention in this half.
The Xiao guy's good, huh?
There's not much more that you can ask from him. He comes into the previous round with a Sheriff, gets 4 kills. This time,
clean shots here.
Perfect. That backside
that third one was sick, man. Little micro adjustment to like burst, 3 bullet.
This time, Xiao is there. You can see FPX are much right there. So obviously, during the technical pauses, as you guys may know, coaches are not allowed.
I'll figure out MVP every game he's played at EMEA.
Gotta keep quiet while
yeah,
things are
I'm excited to watch.
But DRX came out and said, let's take a moment. Let's just, you know,
and I love watching Boaster, obviously. They got fucking Boasty.
Angel did go and swing A long.
Of course he did.
my God, bro.
RB
RB is fucking crazy, dude. He's
a decision to be made from FPX is, do we either continue into the A site?
He's been so
not
consistent.
Really knowing how many players are currently behind us,
and I don't think that was the case the last time I watched them play. Last time I watched them play, I remember Mako being fucking insane.
Right? Because Mako is there, so the rifle is being recovered. Shock dart, bit of damage.
Yeah, not that much.
So he's, I feel like RB's kind of turned up, no?
But it's RB that I'm worried about. This guy on his way back through. No dash to play with. 1 kill to get that back online. But it's Artis holding him right on the way through. Shot not going to connect, and now he's out of there. This is a big problem. At Cosmic Divide's locking them out. They don't even know if the defuse is coming through necessarily. They'll have to keep going back in to check. Rolling Thunder, but RB's alive, and he's down! Artis has caught him! This is huge. They know that the defuse wasn't coming through, and now they've heard it. The swing is perfect. Zipat whiffing a little bit, but Artis is there to pick up the pieces. They get a 4th out of that.
Got some damage off.
FPX,
This is a new question. Decay, you take more damage, right? Not only is your HP lowered, you take more percent of damage. I'm pretty sure you do.
They use Rolling Thunder and they use Showstopper.
Yeah.
So, and
no?
Well, the other ult is from the shadows. So
that's vulnerable.
Yeah,
okay, so it's different, right?
An eco.
I was gonna say, I feel like the HP regain on DK. Also, is it the same rate you regain your HP on all decays, or is how fast you get it back different?
The aggression's certainly working out.
Depending on whose decay it is.
This time around, 3 players towards the A side, and nothing given up yet. Although I think RB was soon to get a fight. You see, all of this presence made on C gets DRX to start rotating. They've now left RB solo holding this angle, and so it all comes down to whether. I mean,
some people are saying different.
That question. RB's probably going to kill 1. Let's see if he does. Artis in.
Oh, it's definitely different.
It's quick on
the decay on Fade, I feel like is so slow, but on Viper, you get your HP back in like 1 second. I think it's definitely different.
I don't know if that's better than
I think it's definitely different.
Out jumping. I don't know, Tom.
It's close.
I'll take your word for it this time.
When you step into the Viper wall, you get your HP back in 1 second. When you get ulted by the Fatal, or even if it's the Viper ult, when you get ulted by the Fatal, your HP comes back so slowly, I feel.
The rest of the team haven't had to do a lot because of the amount of damage he's been able to do. And now this A site falls completely under the control of FPX, but you got a Rolling Thunder.
He's not reading our chat. I am, but I'm getting mixed answers. So.
Ready to go. You've also got KJ ready to set up if needed. Obviously,
yeah. So I think it is different.
Utility, but with the aftershock already gone, I don't know if that lockdown's going to actually be destroyed.
Oh, they were trying to just push right into it. The stun is left sider in such
was Buzz stunned?
Position. 1 bullet at a time, and Buzz recovers for 3, leaving Artis to do it all. And, well, I think this is a little bit too much of an ask. He's completely stuck. He's being grabbed well in, running through a smoke with an op, and Buzz, a man who should have been dead long.
What can you even do there? Nothing, right?
Finishes off the round with a 4th. As a matter of fact, Tom, he's basically got his ult back online.
Yeah, the lockdown definitely didn't win the round in the way I thought it was. It was mainly just Cider trying to destroy it. I really like the idea. They had
was blinded, was he?
To basically
he was stunned as well.
So they couldn't run away from the lockdown.
Holy fuck! He's probably like, "How am I alive?"
If that pop flash goes off, even if Cider is stunned, the player has absolutely no idea he's there. The problem is, well, he whiffed, and also the flash came through.
Just move your mouse.
Late.
Oh shit! Sorry.
From Stacks was absolutely next level. I mean, as soon as they sense that pressure, he is responding like that. Yeah. He had a ton of things he could have done. He could have just went out running for the fight or anything. But the stun saves the day. Oh, there's an
free picks for RB. No? I mean, look, you have to land the shot.
Xiao is down, Cider is injured, and DRX are well and
so
truly ahead in this round. But FPX, they're on their last legs economically.
Forget who said this to me a long time ago. But I feel like it's so true. Like, I feel like what defines a really good opper, at least in CS, I would say in this game too, though, honestly. I think it applies to both, is being able to consistently hit the easy shots. Consistently hitting the easy shots. The crazy flicks, everyone will be able to do at the top level. Like, everyone can, you know, kind of, you can do them. Like, here and there, like, we can all do them. But being able to always, if it's an easy shot, you land it, like that, I feel like
if
makes
you
the biggest
just give these
difference.
individual fights over to DRX, they're winning nearly.
Yeah, like the Vice, great example. The guy,
in the slower
like he hits crazy flicks, sure, he does, but
are winning. They are miles
the reason he's so good is because he's consistently hitting the easy ones. If you peek him like on an easy shot, he's not gonna miss.
Oh, he's being caught as
aware.
well.
They are aware.
For a team that comes in saying maybe they can beat
That's
them
a great example of
individually,
it.
Tom, this certainly isn't looking like it. A Prime Gaming flawless coming out of DRX. And that has left FPX probably...
But it doesn't mean he can't hit the
rounds to
flicks.
buy. I mean, I don't know if they're going to want to just put all their chips on the table here and now.
No, I think they're going to put a little bit in onto Artis just because he's so close to actually getting a tour de force, like getting a few orbs as a
Isn't positioning also very important? It's the most important thing for opping, easily.
We are starting to
Positioning is easily the most important thing.
Killing everybody. I feel like that tech pause might have actually
Putting
helped
yourself in a
DRX
spot
out
where
just
you
a
can
little
actually
bit
have the
because
opportunity to get a
he's
shot.
not been on a tear. And you can't
How
really
easy you
expect
make it
him
for
to have
yourself,
been
that
for
takes
the
skill as
entirety
well.
of that first half, but without him basically...
Because everyone is aware that you're
starting to
opping,
see
so
those
you have to
real
put yourself in a
possibilities
position
once
where you
again, those
can
early shutdown
catch them.
rounds, and while we're going to see that pace
Oh
picked up,
no.
but already
He tried playing off his
Artis
turret, but
wins them that first
turret and
duel.
Molly, too much though. Or too, they came in too fast.
On backside. He's caught the first. Now they know where he is. They're swinging out, but one at a time. Eventually, they group up, but it could be too little too late. The Hunter's Fury with one, leaving Cider alone. No shield, 73 health, and still a spike to be planted. He's got the paranoia to work with.
He could TP to the other side of the map as well if he wanted to buy a little bit of extra time. From the shadows doesn't necessarily have the most value in the world.
What the fuck?
He's just trying to sell the fact that he's still here, but no, he's actually going to commit to it completely. Looking to see if he's pushed within that smoke, trying to almost just close him down and not expecting anybody to just run straight through behind him. DRX are going to have themselves a 7th, but as you mentioned, there will now be a buy coming up for FPX.
Yes, indeed. This was very much the game plan from FPX coming in. They knew this was a round they're likely to concede, and honestly, even if they end up at 8-4, I think that's they can be pretty thankful for the rounds that they've picked up along the way.
Yeah.
Very good attempt by Artis. Now has the tour de force to
What
work
happened?
with at least, so we'll see if that can have the impact. And that scope fight up against RB, if he can manage to find that wherever it may take place, we could see FPX in with a little bit more of a chance, but it feels like if you leave that jet roaming around this map, give him free reign, he just cannot stop finding value.
Well, the exciting thing as well is you kind of see what Marco does best.
Best operator in Valorant right now?
C-site holds, just almost playing around his own
I
utility.
don't know.
He never seems to be caught off guard. Like, the man is very good
Feel
at
like-
reading different ways or different positions.
You can only base it off the last Masters.
Under a little bit of pressure, they're going to throw out the Cosmic Divide, and Marco ready and waiting. Good trade back for Buzz is still here, but Cider, again, we've seen his TPs yesterday. He makes it behind an opponent.
Shrouded step from behind the Cosmic Divide.
I don't think you can say CNED, because we don't know his current form. Like, that's why I feel like it's hard to say. But I feel like he would be up there, you would say, but I don't think you could say he's the clear best.
About to reveal him down below.
No
Hasn't
way.
seen him. It's gone right past him. They have absolutely no idea. Shao is about to backstab them and close it out. 5 rounds for
So well
FPX,
done. Bro,
and another
it's so crazy
unbelievable clutch for this
to
match.
me, because
Oh, that's so cursed that it
Shao,
didn't actually check that
it felt
final
like he
corner.
didn't even look
The Rebel
at the
clutch
drone
coming out
to
from
see if it
Shao,
saw
and
him,
honestly,
right?
he has
Like, I
won
feel like it
3
went
of their
above his
5 rounds.
POV. I wish I could see it.
3 of their 5 rounds.
He wasn't even like...
Cancel the drone
I mean, to me, it looked like the drone went
Right,
above.
and they're like, oh, he's not
And you couldn't
here.
even
He's
see if
way
it saw
down
him,
long in the
but-
corner. Don't worry about it. Oh, just a little flick to the right, and the round.
It looked like he was trying to stay still
disaster.
as possible so that...
7
you know,
to 5
it really
at
didn't
halftime.
see him.
That definitely doesn't feel like the scoreline that we just witnessed.
No, of course
He's-
not. But
yeah,
luckily,
I don't know.
it isn't just us who get to talk about this one, as we're going to be handing this straight off to the analyst desk after that
being a thrifty, and then
I
they
wanna
brought it back and lose. Every single thing happened in that map, but I
refill
gotta say,
my-
just one man who we were criticizing in previous tournaments, today we mentioned could be that spear for DRX is RB, and he's having a great game.
It's probably also helps that FPX are enabling him by running into his operator round after round after round. Not to say that RB couldn't find those opportunities himself, but he was just being able to farm FPX over on the A side constantly. And it was something that, interestingly enough, FPX, it took them about 5 to 9 rounds there to really capitalize on what it was that they were doing wrong and how they could avoid his op or conversely target it. Look at this. This is round 6 here. Obviously, he knows he can avoid and gets the kill. Okay, I thought Angel would learn from this. Turns out, after this round, he didn't learn from it. And he goes again. The man thinks he can dodge an operator from RB.
The funny thing is, on that first clip that you were just talking about, after he drops the cloudburst, he updrafts
trying to be
over it to
XQC
take
so
another
bad.
peek into the
Yep.
angle.
my
He
God.
doesn't take the safe way out and just
Yeah.
walks behind it and think he's going to be okay. He's clearly feeling it. He's challenging things that you don't normally
Oh my
see him
God.
challenge.
I am.
He's
You
already
caught me.
dangerously
I am.
flirting with how many kills
How'd
he's
you know?
had on a
What
map
gave it up?
on the international stage already.
What
Do
gave
you know
it?
why I think he did that?
What,
was because his job
spilled the
on that
beans?
side of the map on A long is to hold it and be aware if anyone crosses.
I
That's
wanna
his
get
entire
a
job there. And if
air
you get kills
humidifier.
on top of it,
That's what
even
chat was
better.
telling me to
So if
get.
he knows his job and he's enacting it no matter what, that shows me that DRX are following their fundamentals to a T.
Well, the good thing
My
for
AC's on a
FPX
lot,
is that
so
they're
I
very much still
apparently
in this.
would help with the dry
Shao
air.
is very much also doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
And a lot of things have just kind of gone their way.
Yeah.
Right? You think about the drone at the very last round, right? Like, sometimes things just land your way. And I think that's what's had FPX in this place. Yeah, Shao has also been Shao, which certainly
Yeah, I should
helps.
get one.
But when
Yeah.
you have little things like that crumbling your way, it certainly helps.
I don't think FPX want to be winning rounds off of Shao 1v-Xing.
That's the same guy who said Tarik trying to be forcing yesterday, did he?
Confidence in me, so we gotta have a better
Oh, I
second
think he
half
might
from them.
be.
Well, that was a crazy first half. Surely Mitch and Tom, things don't get
He is
crazier
the same
from here,
guy,
right?
fucking baiting the chat.
Well, to be honest,
The only
too,
reason he
for
got
once I
my
feel
attention is 'cause he got your
comfortable
guys'
saying I don't
attention.
think they can. I struggle to almost think, how could they get crazier from this point? But hey, a
Production,
challenge
get ready
to the
with
players.
that. Get ready with that little lower third again.
Nah,
They were
that
trying to be
first half was
Pokemon.
Something else. We're rocking
Did a
7-5.
Koei air
It looks
purifier?
like
Is it
it's been
good?
a close
Koei?
competitive game the whole way, Tom, and in some way,
Damn it, you
different way than
distracted
I
me.
expected it was. Early fight for FPX. They see a lot of contact outside of A long. We're
Cam?
starting to see
Oh,
the shift
fuck.
over towards this side.
Yeah, we can't look
Two
at that right
players
now.
up
Whoever
close.
suggested
Still
it,
going to be contact taken by Artis,
probably
but a bait
forget.
setup for Shao. A little bit further back to cover. Good opening for Artis, and the rest of the team is showing up. That is a clean pistol from FPX. Unless Mako's got something to say about it. The first, at least, already found.
Yeah, I just definitely disagree with what you just said before this round began, because he just ran at the player using their drone and then killed someone else instead. Marco, though, has turned this back into a workable
very
position
hard.
with the double peek out from FPX. Will give them the pistol, and well, game on.
Well, that's exactly what they needed, right? That little bit of momentum.
Did he
to
address the
burst
smurfing
right back
detection? What are you
into this
talking
map.
about?
But you know what?
My mouse.
Pistol
Why does
round
that keep
was won in the
happening?
previous half, and things
Oh, it's 'cause I was
didn't
adjusting the
exactly
volume,
go according
probably.
to plan.
Sorry.
This
Afterwards,
man,
it
look at
was-
what he's doing. He's playing a completely different game to anyone else.
But it's off the back of the utility, right? That stun comes through. He knows this player's in trouble in the close corner, and as long as they don't have
They're
that
releasing a
immediate
Smurf
trade
detection?
from short, he's good to
Oh,
get out of there,
fuck.
reset, and even pull the headhunter out in
Don't
a
say
fraction of a
that.
second.
How am I gonna
Altogether,
play with my
clean
friends?
stuff. Now we see if DRX have a little bit of that pistol magic that FPX showed us.
Oh, they showed us as well. Their flat eco win that they managed. It's going to be a very fast-paced take.
for new
on
accounts
towards
only? Okay,
this
cool.
C site. Cider stuck in the corner. Solid stun out. And again, RB just so dangerous in these rounds. He has been a superstar so far today. And he's going to get one
Three
through
with the frenzy.
smoke. Bear in mind, even
This
just
is
damage here is huge. They bought rifles into
ridiculous.
this
Did
round
he
on
even
the
buy
side of
armor? He
FPX
didn't get shot
alongside a
once.
couple of pistols. They've already lost
This
one of
guy's
them, and now
the Neo.
they have to worry
The
about
Neo,
even
the
winning
Matrix.
round.
Players are caught behind the nano swarm. It's even more time bought, and you can see DRX are content to now start to run that clock. Group up on the site itself, take the fight together. Shao already dealing with RB. I think he knows the buzz is up close, leaving Stacks to do it all. The time not ideal for this, really.
Off.
He's certainly not got the best weapon in the Ghost. Swinging out at first, Zipman's
I
already
killed
got
the
it
diffuser
halfway,
if you
and
can,
that's
bro.
big. Just the fight. Oh no, shut
Hide!
down! But Stacks can't get
Oh,
away.
nice try though.
Couldn't quite make it out, and with just about enough time, they will get that diffuse across the line. Clean, Tom. You know that's that second round follow up. Nice. And
I think they should have all gotten off site
Nothing
at the
crazy
end there.
happened
I
in
feel like
this
they
one.
overstayed a
Okay,
bit.
no,
I think
no.
one guy stayed
Crazier,
default because RB was stuck in the back.
This wasn't crazy.
Crazier.
Him getting 3 kills running into a site with a frenzy.
Like I feel like in this
They had
3v2
3 rifles
moment,
in this
they didn't
round.
really know what to do.
3 rifles.
They just
And
kinda
get
sat
out
around.
easier. One.
An Angel on back B site spamming someone for no reason in the head. That's on the
know.
second
They don't
round.
have guns though.
no, I think
True, but they all
RB
have the
is,
stun.
taking an
They could have played the stun.
case.
I don't know.
We'll
It's
let
it's
it
kind of
keep going.
hindsight, I
We'll see
guess.
if
I'm not
DRX,
sure.
jump out
At least they should have done something
in a row.
together. That's the main
for
point.
now. They're going to be doing
Because
a little
two
bit of
guys
long
played up,
aggression
one
of
guy
their own.
played
They've got
back.
the nade, they've got the pull, and after the siege is dissipated, they're starting to push up close.
With the pistols, too hard. Maybe push up together. Fuck it.
Back in a heavy rotation to the C side. The great early control coming out of this defensive side, but plenty of time left on this clock. And DRX are very much allowing FPX to have this early control. They want them to try and push and maybe get a little bit overeager. For now, that's not coming through. And well,
look at Raze's spot.
On, a decision's going to have to be
instead of being on the right. Is that a good spot?
Start fighting for it.
That's the thing. It's like you've got.
I feel like they see you first if they look at all, like even a little bit. But I don't think anyone looks there.
Which, well, is not necessarily fantastic. They do have enough time.
Chamber broke his drone and CP'd out. He shouldn't leave him, yeah. I mean, he has all the info.
Bonus round from the side of FPX. Now they do.
Okay, Omen saw Jet. Flash is going to come in, surely. He's already past the Flash.
He absolutely is. He's already on the C site.
Oh my god, he is so blind.
Is taken down. The cloud burst gives him a safe haven while his teammates start to group up and look to help him out. He
hold on, dude. RB is fucking tearing it up right now.
There's the plant is down, and they've only lost one man on the way in. But Zipan on that flank, he's even being watched by Buzz. Oh, that barrel might have been seen. No, it wasn't.
Damn, he got past him.
Makes this competitive.
Yeah, and they don't really have any ground anymore. They've got to try and reclaim some position.
Oh, it hit him.
Also getting information of where Mark is currently hiding, but Zipan doesn't know.
They're going to push something or hold?
Already looking to try and swing out, but being delayed by the gravity while Xiao now taking space. Another found, and it's onto this.
Should use it, right? Should definitely use it here.
Stacks, but he's got that rolling thunder. He's just looking to
dodged
try
it.
and waste as much time as possible.
No, he didn't.
Doesn't even fancy a peek. Not even going to give Xiao the chance. I don't really blame him at this point. And even with the knowledge of where this last man is sitting, there just isn't enough time for Xiao still.
He's got it.
To land the headshot. And actually, I think he might have just got it. What is that?
Oh, no.
It's not possible. It's not possible for a player to be this good. It's just not. The clutches he won in the previous half were just unbelievable. But this one here, I mean, he made every decision. Tapping it for the rolling thunder, tries to run out of it, catches himself on the spike, gets it halfway, and he's already coming off it.
Bro, he nailed everything. He killed him so fast and got back on.
Sorry, guys. You know, I thought I was
so
safe.
quickly.
Is going to happen this half.
I thought I was safe.
What was that?
I thought I was safe. I really, Tom, you know, you can't blame me. 8-7. FPX won another round, and DRX have got pistols, but RB on a blade storm. There's no rest for the wicked as FPX are finding out. DRX already on the site, looking for a plant, and with a weapon retrieved on RB and a blade storm.
Bro, no one can break it.
This round is anything but easy.
It's the eco again.
It's getting a little bit ugly, I'll be honest.
They've
left on to just 27 HP, and even though they've used the Nightfall, okay, it's given them the information.
He has his blast.
Ultimately, those players are already gonna have
can blast the bomb on top. All right, already good.
The smoke down onto the spike.
He's low HP.
But
he's not low HP. Why did I think he was low?
Just holding onto the angle, but they've already managed.
Wait, this spot is fucking insane. Never mind, that spot's ass. Actually, it's fucking ass.
Finding another, and it's left all onto
because he's stuck in a little gap where he can't even move. Damn, another eco. Bro, it's been like, I think there's been like 4 ecos this game. Thrifties. There's been like 4 thrifties in 16 rounds.
From the side of DRX, no round is safe, no round is sacred. Anything can go either way.
This game just keeps on
this is winner's match. Winner goes to playoffs.
8-8. DRX bouncing back, and it's RB. Every time it's RB. The early duels on defensive side, the consistency, the positioning. I even think back to the A short round where he'd already gotten a kill on short, fell back, played around the tall box, but he was in the perfect position. So when Angel stunned it, he wasn't hit and he was able to get a kill. Like, his defense was amazing. But here on the attack, the pace change, the speed, the thing we normally sit back and say, well, Tom, you know, now you're on the attack, you're Jet. Well, you're not going to do as well. Just got to dash into a site with a friend. Oh, he's killed 3 people? Okay, cool. Delivering on another level.
Nerf the frenzy. I have now been proven that gun is too OP. Just when it's held by RB. So in other words, we need to nerf RB.
Nerf RB. That's the solution here. Yeah. The AWP, the Blade Storm, the Frenzy.
It's interesting, again, that they don't want to use this tour de force in a round where they're only half buying. So they're saving it for the next one. I feel like they could have had a pretty buffed up buy here, though. But the fact that you have the showstopper onto Zipan, you would have still had 2 guns, you would have had the tour de force. Like, I would have considered that a 4-buy. But
I actually don't.
This one relatively safe.
The skin looks cool. I forget what it's called, this shit right here. But I feel like the sound, at first I thought it was good, but
as well, there's some serious reward to be gained by taking a victory here. So a surprise in one way, but let's see.
What is this?
As they dive in towards the site, DRX will again have RB taking the space, but Artis is waiting above for him this time.
Bro, he actually is the Matrix.
Now,
They can't fucking shoot him. Shao is going crazy, bro. Holy shit. He's carrying the fuck out of his team.
He's barely taken any damage as well. He's just swung on 3 different people and headshot every single one. They've only got 12 seconds.
They're gonna get it.
So they're going to have to run straight into the site and just basically take a risk and go for it. But it's still going to be a 4 versus 2 scenario. This lurk from Marco could be everything, though, but the man he has to face off against is Shao going to check it. Killing him off might actually be enough to win the round. The rest of the team definitely haven't been anywhere near as good as the class.
He's got Astral. I don't think it could help him.
The advantage is there. Everything cleared on the other side as well from Stack, so all the information has been taken in, and they are not wary of Marco's position at all. It's clear by Artis, though. The spam through not going to be enough, and the retake works out for FPX.
Yeah, an incredible round previously from Artis, and he follows up with another very
tough.
important shot this time around. 9 found for FPX, but it's never going to be a clean follow-up, at least on what we've seen so far. But I'm glancing down, right? And I'm looking at DRX and thinking, they've just pulled a timeout into this one. They're going to play on pistols, but they don't have that Blade Storm. They don't have any hurdle too large for either of these teams this far in the game. We'll see if there's any sort of a change to that. Same C's nade down. Again, DRX are ready for it. They're waiting it out. They've got their smoke on long. They've got a lot of players here, but the Boombot should stop Zipan from sticking around this area too aggressive. Yeah, Boombot should get him going aggressively again. That's what I was thinking. We're on the same page here, Zipan. Gotcha, because Artis is here. Tour de force in a back pocket.
Again with the frenzy,
and
bro.
RB won the fight. Oh, the
unlucky.
Blast pack should have helped him.
Yeah, the thing is, though, again, RB doing
Wow,
so
that
much
flash
work.
is
Shao
fucking
hiding back
busted.
in sight, but should
They don't
be
know
in
about him, do they?
position in time. They need
They
him to be
don't.
a hero again, and of course, already taking down.
KJ's on the
just
flank.
delaying, and that's actually the spike. The flash
Oh,
is
those
solid,
flashes.
and
Wait,
Shao
whose
got
flash was that?
another
That was
in
his
the
own?
dirt.
No,
This
that was
pistol
breach.
round was
Other
looking
breach.
dangerous, and maybe
Damn, the
it's
flank's
because
fucked now.
Outsider is watching patiently.
Everyone died. They're
Eventually will
not.
connect
They're
the shot to
too
Buzz.
aware of it.
Well, Marco, he's managed to get himself a rifle, but no shields, 3 players.
It is
swapped
eco.
down.
I'm pretty sure
Have to be
for
impressive.
DRX. So
Give Angel the MVP for that round. Fantastic utility, not just the flashes, but the stun that I think hit Zest and maybe Stacks as well, or at least kept it back. We'll find the shot onto Mako, and this
He is known
clutch
for
now
these.
might be on if it wasn't.
Fuck,
the
man.
hero of FPX, round in, round out. This guy's been there. 3 kills.
I'm saying
But
fuck,
double
man, because
digits
I'm
on
wondering
the
if I
board.
jinxed him.
EMEA Close to a victory on DRX's map pick. And they've won 5
All right, they've
out of
got
6
good
of
ults
these
here. They've got
defensive rounds so far, Tom.
Astra and
But
Breach.
Remember, what we just saw go
Maybe a
down
fake?
was another low buy and another round where RB got peaked by a tour de force and won the fight.
yeah,
with
Shao
a
has been
friend.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
Angel's loving
And he
it.
almost killed Zipan as well.
He did.
Like that's the thing. It's what he's able to do with one clip of that gun that most people can't do with every single bullet in that gun. Same setup. It's not really done much to deter DRX from taking this control, the deep smoke, but there is a bit more of a push this time from Zipan around the edge of it.
So they're trying to
Actually,
take back
because they
A,
haven't taken the control this time,
but they're not able
it's gonna
to.
go very deep within this spot.
And they're just gonna give it
Another
up.
Piece of Angel's utility there. The shock. Or the stun, sorry, coming down towards a long.
Maybe
Giving the
take it back
a
later?
little bit more, so they're not actually trying to get the kill with the C's nade necessarily.
Shao's actually
Of
staying,
course they
which
are.
is a smart
They're
decision to
making
make.
Sure nobody crosses to short, and they're stunning it. So if
I
anybody
think
is there,
DRX
so
are
kind of
waiting
way up.
so that
Now
if they
Zipan's
do
in
have
the
A
corner
control,
with a
you know, the
great
second guy will
position.
rotate
He's got the
off.
Contact man.
Usually.
He's not going to fire the first shot.
But-
It's Shao further back who's going to be firing away. Even with the flash, he just wants them to know, I'm over here. I am holding
The
this
bait was so
control.
good.
And then Zipan gets the jump on RB.
And he got one
They
from the
win
back.
opening duel.
And he
Though
fell
it's turned
back.
Still a comfortable
Yeah.
advantage.
He's got
for
ult.
FPX.
Yeah, Shao actually.
I don't even
really
think,
died. The flash went off.
DRX will invest their breach ult here.
See the
Oh,
cosmic divide
they baited out
used
the
now.
other breach though.
This is actually baited utility being thrown in on the other side, and
Yeah, I
they
mean,
rotated completely. The sound, of course, diminished.
I wonder if he uses breach
but
ult here. He
they're
probably
gonna walk into
should.
The trap, and now
But
that
where?
information is to be had by Artis.
not.
The thing is, the operator
He wants
definitely not the
info.
weapon you really want in this scenario, but he's going to use this himself to cross over to
scan.
the site. He has been revealed though. The
Oh.
swing not going to work out, and he had Cider to support. It's
Oh,
left onto
oh.
Marco, and he can't clutch
Too
this
hard,
one
man.
out. 11-8. The defensive side really
hard.
putting up numbers now for FPX and DRX. Well, on their own map choice, needing to pull something out of the bag here.
You know, Tom, I think of the game so far, and this half has definitely looked very good for FPX. They look like they've recovered on a lot of the issues before. I think Xiao is still showing up incredibly, but there are also other
26 and 11.
Yes, we're starting to see some of those other facets turn up as well. On the DRX side, to be honest, they should already be close to match point with the way the first half went.
Yeah.
They got to be pretty good at but it's not like this can't turn around for them, even here with pistols. And RB is again getting a ton of space towards the B site. The rest of the players, though, not committing to this. You can see long push very, very slowly. This is going to be a paced out round and almost a fake for DRX, right? They're planting, they're giving all this control, but they want to open space for
Yeah, they have Silva ult, but are they even going to use it? Oh, they have Sucks too. And Molly's coming in?
So I think that's going to cause a lot of problems.
How much time can they buy, though?
This is something that
They're still going to have to kill them in the end.
Throws them from
Do you have
afar.
shocks?
Just to try and pop them, they can't be destroyed. Then you've also got the
I feel like KJ should have popped his ult. Nah, it doesn't reach there.
Possibly can. The thing is, though,
yeah, this is not going to be. This is a waste of time here.
Stun is also wonderful. Again, Angel just basically.
Or not a waste of time, a waste of investment.
And it just isn't going to be happening. Still plenty of time for
Right?
FPX to play with, and DRX. I like.
They
the
tried
idea,
to
but there wasn't anyone
use
near enough
utility
time off that clock.
in hopes of it lasting the entire duration of the bomb, but wasn't even close. Wasn't even close at all.
Really nice combination
I don't think so, at least. There's probably 10
Basically,
seconds left.
Well, you'd normally put that aftershock through, but the fact is, because they've actually used the Nightfall, it leaves half of its HP gone and it's a free kill.
13 seconds, was it?
Just walk in, scope on a smoke, fire a shot, and it's RB going down on the other side. That's
That was
probably
eco,
the shot
but
that won
I
them
think
the round
they...
if they left that guy alive.
Silva
I'd be
ult,
very
but I don't know.
afraid. 4 in a row needed for DRX.
They're having a really hard time
It's not impossible. It's going to start with a long aggression, flash out. That gives it away. FPX
taking
know
this
now
A
that they're
control
about to take a challenge with still the TP online.
without
Artis is
losing
comfortable
somebody.
Playing close. He's got short covered off by Zipan from behind, and now the op's going to go out and look for a victim.
Dax is
They've gotta
holding
confirm there's
it.
still
Oh,
players here.
util out.
Utility coming out of
Should get a
stacks
free
will
one
do
here.
it. They decide to put the flash on.
Free two, my bad.
And Artis gets 2 for his trouble. Zipan with another. This round's looking done, and with that, we could have the map in FPX's hands.
We should do. It's left onto Marco and Zest and a peek into
Damn.
Artis. This man has
Damn,
been
it really
fighting
flopped.
throughout, and he'll
It was
be
like
finished
8-8
off
or
by
9-8,
Zipan as well.
and then
13-8.
that's it.
Dominant.